From gruesome mass murders to identity crises, these are three of the darkest comics in Marvel history. The Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. In this comic, we see Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, taking his usual brand of vigilante justice to the extreme. But this time, he's not just targeting the bad guys, he's out for blood against every single hero in the Marvel Universe. Yup, that's right, he's gone rogue and is taking down everyone, from Spider-Man to the X-Men to the Avengers themselves. Now, you might be thinking, why would the Punisher do such a thing? Isn't he supposed to be on the side of justice? Well, in this alternate universe, the Punisher's family is killed by a group of superheroes who were trying to take down a villain. And as you can imagine, Frank doesn't take too kindly to that. What follows is a brutal, bloody, and downright depressing story of the Punisher systematically wiping out every hero in the Marvel Universe, all while staying true to his own code of ethics. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're a fan of gritty, no-holds-barred storytelling, this one's definitely worth checking out. Hulk is the last survivor. This one-shot comic follows the story of Bruce Banner, the Hulk, in a post-apocalyptic world where he's the last living being on Earth. The story begins with Bruce wandering through the desolate wasteland that used to be New York City. He's alone, angry, and haunted by the memories of the people he's lost. He spends his days searching for food, shelter, and any sign of life. As the story progresses, we see flashbacks to the event that led up to this apocalyptic scenario. We learn that Bruce was the last survivor of a nuclear war that destroyed the planet. He spent years trying to find a cure for his gamma radiation poisoning, but to no avail. As he travels through the ruins of the city, Bruce is confronted by the memories of his past. He sees visions of his friends, his enemies, and his former life. He even has a conversation with the Hulk persona that resides within him. But despite all of this, Bruce continues to survive. He's a survivor in a world that has no use for him. He's a reminder of the mistakes humanity made that led to their downfall. In the end, Bruce is faced with a choice. He can continue to wander the wasteland alone and angry, or he can finally let go of his anger and embrace the peace that comes with death. Craven buries Spider-Man alive. The story begins with Craven the Hunter, a longtime Spider-Man villain, deciding to take his rivalry with Spidey to the next level. He drugs and buries Spider-Man alive, then dons a replica of Spider-Man's costume to become the superior Spider-Man. Craven goes on a brutal rampage, taking down criminals and even saving lives in the process. But as he becomes more and more unhinged, Spider-Man is forced to dig himself out of his own grave and take back his mantle as the true Spider-Man. The two engage in a brutal and emotional battle, with Craven ultimately coming out on top. He then takes Spider-Man captive and proceeds to torture him, both physically and psychologically, while donning his own version of Spider-Man's black costume. Spider-Man eventually breaks free and defeats Craven, but the story doesn't end there. In a shocking twist, Craven takes his own life, having finally achieved his goal of proving himself as the superior Spider-Man.